More games you shouldn't play. Turns out, Keno isn't the only game you should avoid if you're looking to win.
Some of the carnival games, like Blackjack variations. Fun fact, almost all the Blackjack variations are shit. Anytime you see like super or free or anything like that in the name, it's usually no good.
3-card poker, Caribbean stud, and double exposure blackjack all have big payouts. But the people who are gambling have much less of a chance of winning.
By the way, most of these games, if these games don't play well, they end up not staying long at the casino. So some of these games that he's talking about are not even in Vegas anymore for the most part. Dude. There's only one game of opportunity, and it's craps. A shooter rolls a hand, and you have an opportunity to win. In most other games, you have one bet. You have one basic outcome. But there's a lot of blackjack people who will say blackjack because you can count cards. But if you get caught counting cards, and the only way to count cards progressively is really to have, I would say, 2 hands and to range those hands based on, you know, the count of the cards. It's hard to go in and just play one hand and scale the hand without them backing you off the table and go, wait a minute, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's just not the same level. Craps? Opportunity, dude. We both tell you.
Triple Lux. Craps the best. We do roulette strategies and stuff like that. You guys see it on the channel, but really, come to a meetup. We'll show you how to play craps.
They're watching you. Cameras are also tracking your every move and are so advanced that they can see the hand that you're holding.
What's up with this dealer? I know he's pulling out with the right hand. He's like this.
No, it's not one of our graduates. Let's just put it that way. No, seriously, did you see him pull with the right hand? That was terrible.
It's for your safety, but we're betting it's more for the safety of the casino's money.
And that's a bunch of nonsense. They want it for your safety. It says it's more for the safety of the casino's money. Well, that's true. But does anybody not believe that that's a thing? This is supposed to be 18 secrets that casinos don't want you to know. Who does not know that they watch the hands and the money?
Fun fact, I dropped my wallet at one of the casinos. Someone took the money out. I filed a police report, and the next day, facial recognition, they recognized them and got them arrested.
For your protection, buddy. That was for your protection. Yeah, but that's not a secret. How is it that people make videos like this and get all these views, dude?
I don't know.
Casinos will recognize tells.
Yeah, here's my tell. Just one more.
That's your tell?
I'm like, oh, one more 6, one more 8, 7 out.
You think you can
Just like regular gambling enthusiasts, cheaters have tells. And once you're caught cheating, you're subject to the process.
I mean, there is cheating going on. It's getting a lot harder to do. And there are like specific things that they look for, past postings, stuff like this. But that's not a secret. They want you to know that if you cheat, they're gonna bust you. And by the way, casinos do it in a very public way. They perp walk your ass. They come right up to the table. They want to embarrass you and make it a point that, hey, we caught you cheating. Even dealers, if they find that dealers are cheating, but that's not something they don't want you to know. They want you to know that they're on it. They're ready to take you out.
The process. What's done with cheaters, we hear you ask?
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
They make you do butt stuff in the back with no cameras.
Yeah, it's butt stuff. It's always butt stuff, dude. So if you like butt stuff, casino cheater, there you go. That's it in.
One Quora user tells us that they pretty much just kick you from the premises. If you return, you'll be charged with trespassing.
It depends on how much you're cheating, but some of them will have you arrested, man. Casinos have really had it with people that abuse the games, and then they have you on camera committing a theft. You'll probably go to jail.
You'll even get to keep all your winnings.
If you literally take checks from someone's rack and you're a rack thief, they're not going to just trespass you. They want you to turn over the chips, return the money, and they're going to send you to jail. Many of the big casinos have cops literally on premises. If it's just you counting cards, it's technically not illegal. They'll push you off the game and kick you out.
When you hear stories about people getting kicked out and stuff, it's just so they get clout or like some sort of credibility. Like the casinos kicked me out, so they can market it.
There's so many people that claim to have been kicked out of a casino because they either won money or they did something. Yeah, because they want, you know.
They want that clout.
It's very rarely a thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, casinos don't take it too personally, believe it or not. But butt stuff has been known to happen, just so that you know. We want to repeat that.
Suicide. A tragic tale of what happens when betting and gambling goes wrong. We're not sure about the numbers because owners tend to keep suicide on the hush-hush.
you know, interestingly, the news and media here, they do not report on that. They specifically remove it from...
It's an unwritten rule unless it's very well known.
Yeah, unless it's literally like Michael Jackson. There's quite a few. Just to be clear, people have tried jumping off of literally everything. And I think that not just Vegas, but a lot of other places, they don't advertise this. They don't want people to know that these are options, you know? There's a reason why there's no balconies on a lot of these hotels that are a certain level, because they don't like to take the liability. In fact, many of them, you can't even open the window because they don't want you to have that experience. There's a few casinos now that have been built, especially high-rises, where you have to press a button to get air in because they don't want you pushing the window out and then be like, hey. So it's a pretty sad thing. I would say there's never a reason to it's not.
Should never get to that point.
Yeah, we're not therapists, but remember, there are people that love you. It's not about you. It should be, if it's about them, they want you. They need you. I can't begin to tell you how many times I have had $0, been literally sitting on the stoops of an apartment I was just evicted from with no car and no way to move my stuff, thinking to myself, how unhappy I was. Yeah. But there's always a way forward. You just have to deal with things one step at a time. And meanwhile, don't martingale.
Yeah, don't martingale. I know, sorry, roulette people.
And if you spend your life saving your money, try not to spend a minute at a casino losing it.
Dealers. They have to wear uniforms, but because casino uniforms are specifically designed not to have pockets.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's not really a secret. It's pretty well known that the casinos, like for example at the Wynn, Cosmo, when I worked at these casinos, they actually give you like a dealer sock wallet. It looks like you're on house arrest because you have no holes in your pants.
What kind of
no
sock,
holes in your pants.
A sock wallet?
Mm-hmm. I mean, pretty well known. If you work at one of these high establishments and you somehow, one of your pockets somehow rips open, they literally give you a week or they suspend you pending until you get it fixed.
The uniforms dealers are ordered to wear have no places to put stolen goods, including an apron worn above the waist, so nothing can be tucked into the waistband.
So just so we're be clear, I've worked at 13 casinos. I've had pockets in every one of the pants I've ever used, and the apron was more to protect my pants. No one's ever told me that I had to pull my apron up over my waist so that I couldn't tuck money in. Although I assume that back in the day that was a thing, but no one's worried about that now. Cameras are very good, people watch you. Stealing off a game is hard to do, and most people know that if they do that, they'll be done in this business, and there's so many cameras. But in terms of the clothing, most casinos don't even have much of a uniform. It's mostly just a shirt. There are a few places that give you a vest.
The high-end places.
The high-end places will have a vest.
They don't provide. You bring your own pants.
You bring your own pants. Yeah. So, again, this is not a secret. It's not something the casino doesn't want you to know. This is absolute false news.
Distractions. What's a better way to make money as a casino owner than by distracting your patrons? In Vegas, especially, you'll find what some call party pits. Places full of strippers and booze that attempt to distract you from all the money you're spending.
Booze. He said
Remember,
booze.
dear viewers,
no, he said party pits.
Spending money,
no, party pits, yeah, 100%.
Pay attention.
That's not a secret. That's like nature.
No, and everybody that bellies up to the party pit know they're going to get taken, dude. They're like, here, have my money.
Hot chicks? Ugh. Amazing.
Amazing, yeah. But I mean, that's a no-brainer. There's nobody walks into a strip club and goes, I'm coming here for value.
I read my Kindle here.
Yeah, 100%. Free Wi-Fi? I'm in.
Stupid.
Free Wi-Fi? Gosh. But you belly up to a blackjack table, and like I said, if you see a 10, there's no secret that 10's going to take your 10.
Addicts. The average gambling addict won't look for help until they are about $40,000 in debt.
Gambling? Oh, 100%, dude.
When I was younger, I didn't understand the game as well. So yes, I could see that. But nowadays, I feel like we're doing a service to our community, trying to as much as we joke around and stuff, I was not taught realistic expectations.
I had to learn my mistakes to share my mistakes. I broke into the Golden Gate. I worked here about 6 months, and then I finally upgraded to the Gold Coast, believe it or not. So I was making about $40, $50 a day in an envelope in tokes every day. That's how they used to pay you. They would stick the cash into an envelope. And that was the worst thing for me because I would take that $50 and I would be at $1,500 on a blackjack table, I kid you not. So I would have friends give me money, I would win money, borrow money, get a credit. It was pretty easy to get credit at the casino, especially if you were local and you're a casino. I'd start the day with a $50 envelope and be negative $1,500 or $2,000. That was usually my stopping point, believe it or not. For some reason, that would have a trigger. If I was in negative $1,500, I would find a way to remove myself from the property. And then I would get dinner and cigarettes, and I'd be like, oh, what a great night. I made it out with some free cigarettes and free, that's how I thought of it, even though I was out $1,500. It got so bad that the person I was living with called the casino, and she would come down and pick up my first $50, and I couldn't believe it. I actually went to pick up my tokes, and they were like, no, your wife's already been here, and I was like, oh, that.
I mean, I would just say that, like, as much as we joke around and stuff, but I feel like we do give realistic expectations. You know, all these videos that we put out there, we're not telling anybody you're going to beat the casino or any of that stuff. We're not, like, promoting any of that. People know what they're getting into now with YouTube. We're
dealers. We've lived this business. We've lived this life. In fact, I've been here, so, because he grew up in this. His parents are both dealers, are both in the gaming business. You know, I've been doing this 31 years. We try to keep it as real as possible, so you know what to expect, you know, maybe some of these pitfalls to avoid, but listen, just so we're clear, when it comes to the reaction to this video, there's very few of these points that are secrets, and very few of them that are even remotely accurate, for that matter. They're way out of context for literally the title. I think we should just call our video the best hits in town. Lure people in, get them watching, because I apparently just throw everything else out the window, because that's just that's like a loss leader, dude. That's not accurate.
It should be called 11 minutes you're not going to get back.
Yeah, exactly. 18 secrets. There's like one secret. There's like, the only secret in there is how great Keno is, dude.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Little bastards. And then off to Keno to unwind.
Well, the truth is,